So when is it time to claybar your vehicle? How do you test to see if it's even necessary? And why would you claybar your car or truck in the first place? All those answers and more coming up. Stick around. Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and this is another episode of Realistic Detailing. So if you've been following this channel for any length of time, you know that I like my vehicles clean and shiny. But I don't like to spend an entire day or my entire family fortune doing it. My Tacoma has just under 25,000 miles on it. Love her to death. But the paint here doesn't quite feel as smooth as it used to. When I touch it with my hand, I can feel a little grittiness to the paint. Gritty, gritty, gritty. That's usually a good indicator that you need to claybar your car or truck. But let's take it one step further. After you wash the vehicle like I did, grab yourself a Ziploc bag. Then what I want you to do is open that bag up, put your hand inside, then from there start rubbing it gently over the surface of your paint. You'll immediately feel the difference. That's rougher than some of the comments I got on some of my first YouTube videos. Yeah, about those. You see, the skin on our fingers actually lies to us a little bit about how the paint on your car actually feels. And by putting a plastic barrier on our hands such as this, we can actually tell that our skin is lying to us. Man, that feels like the cover of a Goosebumps book. Comment down below if you're gonna give this test a try or you've tried this before. So how do we correct this problem? Boom! Here's a simple claybar kit by Mothers. So there are a bunch of different claybar kits out there right now, but this is a very simple one. And even the box feels like a Goosebumps book. That's awesome! So let's open this up, shall we? We have our microfiber towel, our instant detailer spray, and 2 claybars. Now I've seen some different claybar kits that involve a tool or a towel, but I like the old school claybar kits because these can conform to the contours of the vehicle. Now I've met some detailers in the past that would use any old clay. Now I would argue against that simply because some clays have a rougher texture than others, and that could do damage to your paint job. So the point of a claybar is to pluck out or pull out any of the contaminants that are lodged in your paint. Now this part is not rocket science. Spray it down with a fair amount, press your clay into a pancake, and start wiping it down north to south, east to west. And you'll find that after just a couple quick swipes here, you're done. And when you're done with that section, simply fold the clay over into a new flat section, press it into a pancake, spray your next spot, and start moving the clay over the panel. Ugh. So as you run this clay over the surface, out comes tree sap, road debris, little shards of metal from your brake pads, and a big word here, environmental fallout. Well, what the hell does that mean? Don't worry about it, you're just breathing it in. Now some people like to use car wash soap when they do this. That's another alternative. I just wouldn't recommend using dirty car wash soap from the bucket. Here's my recommendation, use what they give you. So once you do even just a couple of passes with that clay bar, you're gonna feel that your paint is very smooth now. Once you get to this point, you're gonna take your microfiber towel and you're gonna start to gently wipe off all of this detail spray that you put on your paint. Now note this, the towel that they give you is very thin. This will become pretty saturated pretty fast. What I like to use are these plush car drying towels that I have. This will do the exact same thing and it'll actually pick it up a lot faster and dry your panel off a lot quicker. These towels are super soft and are great for removing car wax or water after you wash your car. I'll have some of these linked down below in the description too. Here's a bonus tip as well. If you pick up some of these towels that I have listed below, put them in the wash a couple of times to break them in. I find that they absorb a lot better when you do that. I'm going to finish the hood and then I'm going to go panel by panel and finish this truck up, and that's going to give my paint job a super smooth finish. Now stop. Here's a big tip. Do not drop this down on the floor. You don't want to know what happened to me back in 2006. Those were dark times. This feels super smooth. Let's try it with the bag too. Oh yeah, much smoother. So this process is normally pretty quick. I can usually get my entire truck done in under half an hour, and it leaves the entire paint surface as good as new. This is typically something that I'll do either every year or every other year if it's not too bad. Trust me, your car or truck will thank you. This whole thing smells fabulous. I also only used about a half of this bottle of instant detailer. I do like to go a little heavy on the spray only because it prevents the block of clay from sticking. And I could probably get about another 2 to 3 uses out of this block of clay. Don't forget, I got a whole nother one ready to go too. Now, if you really wanted to get crazy, you could spray a paint prep on the entire paint surface before you clay, but this is realistic detailing. We keep it realistic. Now, in my opinion, put your focus on the larger panels of the vehicle or on the high impact areas of the vehicle. You're not really gonna find a lot of debris trapped in tight surfaces or in the door jams. You'd be better off applying a coat of wax to those spots. Speaking of wax, now is the absolute best time to apply a coat of wax to your paint job after you clay bar. Be sure to choose a high quality carnauba or synthetic wax based on the season that you're currently in. Check out the other realistic detailing videos down below and see the other waxes that I have used here on Garage Gear. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's how you clay bar a vehicle. Be sure to share your clay bar masterful moments or your mishaps down below in the comments. If you found this video helpful, give me one of these. And don't forget to be like my good friends Whitty in Vermont or Flint Layfield and subscribe to the channel so that way you can stay up to date with everything going on here at Garage Gear. Those guys are awesome. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage. By the way, there's something very big coming to Garage Gear.